Part 1, the trick. Here's the trick. I am pressing the end of a flashlight against my pregnant belly. I flip the switch and the light glows like fire through my taut flesh, making it look like an enormous blood orange. I am ripe with expectations. My husband waits patiently, his hand pressed against my side, waiting for the baby to kick. But the baby isn't impressed with the intrusion, finds no offense in the light, and the trick doesn't work. My husband makes some comment that this baby is coy. He takes the flashlight from me, turns it off, and drops it on the floor. We lie awake in the dark, whispering our dreams, directing our baby's future. We run through our short list of names. We predict a future president. By the time I fall asleep, a small smile still clinging to my lips, I've written the script for our baby's life. Part 2, ad-libbing. The thing about scripts is the actors forget their lines. Props go missing, sets tip over. Occasionally, someone takes a sandbag to the head. When Sophie is born, the lights go out. 24 hours old, and a pediatric ophthalmologist is talking about calcification and retinal tears. When my husband asks if she will need glasses right away, the doctor says, she'll never read print or drive a car. I guess that was the best way he knew how to say that our daughter is blind. Part 3, losing it. My mother says, you write all day long, why don't you write about this? But there are no words. My ears are full of sound. My mind is numb. I squeeze my eyes so tight I fear they will turn inside out. I sit on the bathtub drain and turn on the shower so no one can hear me crying. I worry that I did something wrong, drank too much coffee, forgot my vitamins, slept on the wrong side. No, I can't write about this because I am ashamed, and to write about shame is a confession of guilt. Still, the guilt is nothing compared to pity. Pity comes like a wave that washes over me and sucks me down until I don't know which way is up. I agonize that she will never see my face, never know the look in my eyes that says I love her. She will never stand on stage and see me waving to her from the audience. I worry she'll never have any friends. The loss of everything I have dreamt for her has left me gasping for air. Part 4, faking it. 2 years later, and I'm carving out some strange new definition of normal. It is normal for a toddler to be quiet. It is normal for a toddler to be still. But then we step outside, and every other 2-year-old reminds me of what should have been. When Sophie faces the world, her eyes are small and sunken. Her eye sockets are purple pools. While the other toddlers climb over the monkey bars, my biceps burn from carrying a child who should have been walking a year ago. It makes it so much harder to pretend. I speak brave words to the other mothers and wave off their concerned looks with the back of my hand. Blindness, it's nothing. But even now, it only takes a stranger's sideways look to crack the facade. A 5-year-old walks over to our picnic blanket. She has the audacity to crouch down and stare into my child's vacant eyes. I attack the curious girl with words too shameful to repeat. She is frightened, and I see the reflection of a crazy woman in her wide eyes. Air catches in my throat, and I fake a smile. No, so sorry. See, everything's okay, nothing to worry about. But she runs away to her mother and points at us. I pack our things and go back home. Part 5, waking words. Sophie is listening. She is building a vocabulary and memorizing patterns, studying cadence and texture without ever letting on. When she wakes one morning after 30 months of silence, she opens her mouth and speaks in eloquent, lilting sentences that echo my grandmother's formal style. How lovely to see you, she says. I am dumbstruck. Sophie continues to string together words like a lifeline, and I feel myself being pulled up and out of the hole I have so foolishly created and into Sophie's world, a world of delicate sensitivities more beautiful than the conspicuous world in which I live. Part 6, lessons in listening. 1 month later, and I'm lifting Sophie from her high chair. What is a heliotrope, she asks. There is no lisp. Every syllable is distinct. I don't know the answer, but she doesn't mind. It feels nice on my tongue, she says. I roll the word around a few times myself and agree. I run a warm bath and she slides in. The suds build into frothy mountains. Why are you giggling, I ask as I run the washcloth over her back. Shh, she says. I close my eyes so I can hear what I am missing. Microscopic soap bubbles are bursting in a fine fizzing along the edge of the tub. It is like the static on the power lines in the middle of a Minnesota winter. I keep my eyes closed to discover just a little more. The water is warm and it slips up my arm like an elegant glove. Sophie laughs and rolls inelegantly in the water like a seal in the surf. Part 7, Words of Reconciliation. Words are magic. They can puncture your heart and throw you into despair, but they can just as easily heal and make bridges where none existed before. Sophie's observations on the world and the words she uses to capture them are a balm to my ragged heart. We lie together in the yard, and she tells me what she knows. I capture it all in a notebook. Grass is a brutal offense and deserving of the word blade. Sophie refuses to walk barefoot across it. To bite into an apple sounds like an assault, which she refuses to commit. I draw a veil over those early days. I press my face into Sophie's hair and inhale deeply. There is nothing but happiness in this child, and she is taking me with her.